What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Alright, we're coming back to Bruce Springsteen. Yes, indeed. Bruce Springsteen Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all of the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi-bobbidi-bop, do me a favor before you do all that stuff. Please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from JFK, and this is actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. Hope you enjoy the show, man. JFK wanted to see me react to this. It is Bruce Springsteen with a tune called Trapped. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Bruce Springsteen, okay? And the video has 668,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? You ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band, Trapped. London Calling, live in Hyde Park 2009. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, crowd knows it. Crowd recognizes it.
Well, it seems like I'm caught up in your trap again, and it seems like I'll be wearing the same old chains. Good will conquer evil, and the truth will set me free. And I know somewhere I'll find the key. Yeah, I know somehow I'll find the key. Well, it seems like I've been playing your game way too long, and it seems the game I've played has made you strong. But when the game is over, I won't walk out the loser. Someday I'll walk out of here again. Yeah, I know somewhere I'll walk out of here again. But now I'm trapped. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Trapped. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Trapped. Whoa, yeah, yeah. Trapped. Whoa,
Okay, the song definitely turned up. I like the staggered entrances. Very nice for a song like this. I think it makes perfect sense. It's a good way to help the song build and build and build and build. Just keep adding those layers on, which is really nice. When the song first kicked in, you heard the crowd respond. So clearly the crowd recognizes the song. That's good. You know, that's always a good thing. I don't know if this was a big hit for them or not. I have no idea. But, you know, if it is a big hit for them, I can kind of see why. It's got a good feel to it. It's got a good groove to it. Laid back feel for certain. When the song first kicked in, I was like, are we going in a ballad direction? But then I heard the other instruments start to come in. I'm like, no, this is definitely not a ballad. This is definitely not a ballad. It's relaxed, it's laid back, but it's not a ballad by any stretch. And then when they hit the chorus, clearly not a ballad. Big shout out to the guitar player over on stage left, the female guitarist and vocalist. You can hear her coming up over the top on that chorus really well. I like it. I like it. She is standing out a little bit above everybody else, but considering the fact that you have 4 or 5 other voices that are all male in there, having that female vocalist come over the top with that female voice, it's a nice touch. It's a really nice touch. Makes it stand out a little bit. And I know this is going to sound weird, but when you do that, it kind of, it does kind of equalize things in a way. It's like you got these 4 or 5 male voices and this one female voice, and you would think the female voice is just going to get, buried. But instead, she goes over the top. And I mean, that's clearly a lot. I'm sure a lot of that has to do with, what's happening in the board, but it's being done on purpose for the sake of keeping things, for lack of a better word, keeping things equal. It does, man. She stands out amongst, a lioness among lions, a good way to put it, I guess. Anyway, let's keep going here. Let's see how this goes. And we bring it right back down again. Okay.
Now it seems like I've been sleeping in your bed too long. Seems like you've been meaning to do me harm. I'll teach my eyes to see beyond these walls in front of me. Someday I'll walk out of here again. Yeah, I know someday I'll walk out of here again.
Build and build and build and build. Bringing it back down again. Nice.
Well, it seems like I've been playing your game.
Playing with those dynamics, really nice. It's a good way to make the chorus stand out. I mean, it really is. And the thing is, it's such an easy way to do it, too. Just, work on your dynamic build, up to the chorus, the apex, right? And then, bring it right back down again. Not subtly, not slowly decrescendoing, not letting it fall. No, it just, it does fall, but it falls straight down. It's Wile E. Coyote falling off the cliff. Straight down. It's nice. It's sudden. It's abrupt. It's a good way to make the chorus stand out. And clearly with this song, the chorus is the most important part. There's so much emphasis being put on the addition of additional voices, the growth, the clear dynamic shift. I mean, it all points toward putting the spotlight on the chorus. And I got no problem with that at all. I think it's smart. I think it's smart songwriting. So yeah, I got no issue with it. Love the sax solo. I always love hearing Clarence getting the sax solo. He's such a good rock saxophone player. He really is, man. He gets it, man. He absolutely gets it. He doesn't try to be a jazz saxophone player or a blues saxophone player. No, he's a rock sax player. He takes elements of blues. He takes elements of jazz. He takes elements of other styles of music and brings them and incorporates it into his playing style. But at its heart, it is primarily a rock style of sax playing. That late 40s, early 50s, even mid and late 50s, even that doo-wop style of sax playing, man. He's absolutely got that, man. He really does. Anyway, let's finish this out and we'll get to the review.
Way too long, and it seems the game I played has made you strong. Because I'm trying, yeah, trying, oh yeah, trying,
Back at me.
oh yeah, trying, oh
Nice song. Nice song. Not my favorite from Bruce, obviously. It's not my favorite from them, but I could see how this song would be a favorite with a number of people. It's got a lot of really nice qualities going for it. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Bruce Springsteen with Trapped. This was a request from JFK, and this was actually one of JFK's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, JFK. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. Before I give my score, there's a couple of things we need to discuss here, okay? Number 1, we have gone back to the old scoring system, okay? So we're not doing 5 stars anymore. We have gone back to the numeric scoring system of, I say 1 to 10, but realistically it's 0.0 to 9.9. But guys, I'm sorry, 1.10 just rolls off the tongue a lot easier than 0.0 to 9.9. So you know what I mean, okay? That's number 1. We have gone back. Number 2, I did tell everybody during the live stream where we were talking about the scoring system and what we were going to do. I did tell everybody that if we do go back to the numeric system, there's going to have to be some changes. The number 1 reason that people were opposed to a 5-star system is they were afraid that we were going to have a lot of repetition. There was going to be a lot of 4 stars being handed out. And listen, they're absolutely right. There probably would have been, okay? More than likely. But here's the thing. Going back to the old system, that same problem still existed. I mean, if you look at the scores that I've given throughout the history of the channel, 2/3 of the scores that I've given on the channel have been between 7.4 to 8.6. 2/3 have been within that 13-point range. Everybody's going, well, that's 13 whole points. You're absolutely right. It is 13 whole points out of 100. It's literally 13%. So 2/3 have been within a 13 percentile of each other. So the same problem was happening, okay? It was still repetitious. So I warned everybody during the course of the live stream that if we do go back to the old scoring system, I was going to have to become a lot tougher. I was going to have to get a lot harder on the scoring to avoid the clumping, to avoid that 13%. I was going to have to get a lot harder and make it a lot tougher to get those 8s and get those 9s. And we're going to see a lot more 5s, 6s, and 7s. A lot more. Now, Is that bad? No, it's not bad because 5s are still good, as I promise you, you're gonna see. Number 3, and this is the one that really kind of can't wait for this to be over. But I don't know, man. I have a feeling I have to do this for the rest of the term of the channel. The whole reason I wanted to switch the scoring system was to make it simpler for people to understand. So to help people understand, I'm gonna have to explain the score in 4 different ways. Now look, if you can't get and understand the scoring system in one of the 4 ways, then I can't help you. I really cannot help you. You might want to think about finding another channel to watch, okay? So here's how it's gonna work. I'm gonna give the score. It's gonna be the numeric score. It's gonna be a scale rating, great, really good, it's gonna be, great, amazing, really good, so forth and so on. I'm also gonna give it a star rating of what that score would be in terms of stars, and I'm also gonna give it a letter grade that coincides with the same number. So you're gonna get it 4 ways: letter grade, star, numeric score, and grade and scale. So like I said, if you cannot get it in one of those 4 ways, I can't help you. I really cannot help you. So hopefully one of these 4 will resonate with you. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Having said all of that, dear Lord, okay, now we can get to the numeric score. I thought about it, and I'm gonna be honest with you folks, there really is not a lot to talk about. This song it's very straightforward. There were a couple of things that made the song stand out, and I've already talked about those during the course of the reaction. So I'm just gonna touch on them briefly, hit a couple of bullet points, and we're gonna make this review quick. Hopefully. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see how it goes. Let's start with that score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 6.8. Yep, 6.8. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
So, what is a 6.8? A 6.8 is pretty good, all right? It is pretty good. And if you're looking at it from a letter score standpoint, because I know that's what a lot of people like to do is letter scores, a 6.8 would be about a B. It would be a solid, well, it'd be on the low end of the B. Not quite a B minus. Not quite down the B minus range, but we are on the lower end of the B scale, okay? So we are getting a B, not a B minus, just a low B, okay? That's what a 6.8 would equivalent out to. So a 6.8, it's a pretty good score, okay? I think it's a pretty good song. There are some good things going for it. The staggered entrances I liked. I feel like they were really kind of what made the song special as far as a songwriting standpoint goes. This song could very easily be translated into a single guitar. Like, seriously, just have Bruce out there, center stage, playing an acoustic guitar, him by himself. I could absolutely see this song having that quality because he himself can control all the dynamics on that acoustic. But having the full band definitely made the song sound bigger when it got bigger. Having the staggered entrances was a big part of that. The growth that led up to the chorus, very important. And I'll tell you why, because to me anyway, I don't know if this was intentional or not. Maybe it was, maybe it's just accidental, maybe this is just the way that the bones got rolled. But it did feel to me like the center of attention was the chorus. That's where the spotlight went. Every single time the chorus came into play, every single time we were approaching the chorus, we had that growth. And we had that growth. Max building, everybody building. We hit the apex, we hit the chorus, and as soon as the chorus was over, shoom, we came down. And it wasn't a gradual decline. We didn't have a gradual decrescendo. No, it just bottomed out. Super quick, very effective to get back to the original feel, the original dynamic. It was really nice. I thought it was very effective for the purpose of making the chorus the spotlight. I love hearing Clarence play sax, man. I love hearing him get that solo, man. He really, I keep saying present tense, and I'm using it in I know he's gone, but I like using it in the tense of what we have seen or what we are seeing. So I know I'm not trying to be disrespectful when I do say present tense. Believe me, I know he's gone. But at the same time, I do like to keep things in context of, you know, what we are presently doing. When he does solo, man, he really understands how to get a great rock and roll feel to his sax playing. He really does. Now, like I said, during the course of the reaction, he does incorporate other styles. He brings a little bit of this and a little pinch of that and brings it into what he's playing, but he's definitely rooted in a rock and roll style of sax playing. And guys, I got absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. Very fitting. I'm trying to imagine, what if he had adapted a David Sanborn style of playing? Probably not going to work. What about a Jeff Koshawa style of playing? Definitely not going to work. What about Bird? Yeah, how about that? We'll get a little we'll get a little Bird in there. No, Charlie Parker ain't gonna work. not with Bruce Springsteen. So no, I love hearing him solo. Every time I get a chance to hear him solo, it sounds great. As a whole, the band did a fine job. I didn't hear anything wrong. I didn't hear anything bad. I still stand by what I've said before in the past. The E Street Band's probably one of the, if not the, best backing band for an artist that you could ever ask for. A lot of talent up there, and it's you can tell it sounds so good every time. Bruce's vocals, the typical Bruce, very very nice delivery for the style of song, sounded just fine. Nothing I would say was impressive, but it sounded really nice. It sounded really good, and it fit the context of the song. At the end of the day, like I said, it's a pretty good song. It is, and I got no problem giving it that 6.8. Remember, 6.8, pretty good, which would equal out to a B, okay? So before you all start jumping on and going, oh, why are you giving this such a low score? It's a B. It's a 6.8. It's a pretty good song. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying that at all, okay? So it's a pretty good song, and it gets a pretty good score of 6.8, which would equate out to a pretty good score, or for those of you that like grades, like that grading school, give it a solid B. Toward the lower end of the B. Not a B minus, just lower end of the B, okay? So yeah, I feel good about that score, and that is where we're gonna stay. So, 6.8, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.